The word tinnitus comes from the Latin word for ringing, as many who have it can hear this sound inside their ears when it isn't coming from outside. The precise cause of tinnitus is not fully understood, although it's more common for people exposed to loud noise. Because of this, the British Tinnitus Association launched the plug-in campaign aimed at advising people such as musicians and DJs. As part of the campaign, specialists from Aintree University Hospital held sessions with engineers of the future at Liverpool Institute for Performing Arts.
The Plug-in campaign is about raising awareness, particularly about younger people going to music events, sound engineers that work in those events. They may go and they come out and their ears are ringing afterwards, the hearing feels dull. That's a sign that may be doing some temporary damage to the hearing. And what we want to make people aware, they carry on doing that unprotected could cause some permanent damage. So the Plug-in campaign is don't turn it off, turn it down. You can't at a venue, so wear ear protection.
Specialists say patients who come to them later in their career say if they'd known of the dangers, they would have wore protection, indicating there's a lack of awareness, and the students here agree.
I think it's quite important really because it's not something that really gets talked about very often, and I don't think a lot of people actually know sort of the appropriate levels to listen to music and how to look after your hearing the way that you probably should do, because you can't fix it once it's broken really.
As sound techs, obviously we take it quite seriously, but I know that other disciplines like music and dancers and people like that, where it's equally important that they can hear stuff, they don't really know about hearing protection and how to look after your ears and things like that, and the long-term damage that can occur. So yeah, it's really important.
And the awareness campaign doesn't stop with sound techs and musicians, as in many situations the general public are also in danger, with the message to always wear ear protection.
You've got your noisy bars, you've got your clubs, you've got wedding venue, people come out with ringing in their ears afterwards. You've got, industrial noise in the street, but we're talking mostly about music. You've got personal music players, because personal music players can amplify, can be intense sounds over 110 decibels. That's quite hazardous. Anywhere near a speaker, it doesn't have to be loud, further back in the room, but right near a speaker. There's so many different venues and events.
Mild tinnitus is common, with about 10% of the population experiencing it all the time. In up to 1% of adults, this may affect the quality of their life, causing anxiety and even depression.
My very high range was damaged through rehearsing, and then the anxiety triggered the signal to stay on. That's the only way I can describe it. So it's a very high-pitched sort of noise, which is all the time, and I was in absolute panic stations when it come on, because it's just like a car alarm going off in your house sort of thing, and it's on all the time, nothing you can do about it. Initially, it was the worst thing in my life, so much so I really wanted to kill myself. I couldn't see, I cannot possibly live my life with this noise in my head. The first weeks and days where I just could not go on with this noise.
Liverpool Aintree Hospital have helped Ashley deal with his symptoms, as there's no real cure for tinnitus as of yet. There are treatments such as medical, counselling and relaxation therapy, but while research is still ongoing, prevention is key, with a message from specialists not to turn it off, but to turn it down. Charlene Smith, BayTV News.